And the tide may be getting closer to Virginia Beach. That story new at 11. The state is working with the city to pay for half of that extension project. The News Side's Lauren Compton is live at a light rail station in Norfolk to tell us how this will work. Lauren?
Tom, the Secretary of Transportation says the state would be willing to give the city state grant money to fund the light rail extension, but only if the city would be willing to use the existing light rail system. One of the biggest obstacles blocking the road for the light rail extension to the resort city is money. Where will it come from? The city may be one step closer to solving part of that problem. They're getting support from Governor Terry McAuliffe.
We're working on general business terms that would allow the state to put funding in place. And the Governor McAuliffe has been clear that he favors the extension of the tide.
The state is willing to give Virginia Beach a $155 million grant towards extending the tide. Transportation Secretary Aubrey Lane says it would be a multi-year grant since the tide extension would take time to build.
The state is willing to partner with Virginia Beach. There's no federal monies. We're willing to be there based on Governor McAuliffe's direction.
Virginia Beach would have to pay the remaining half of the estimated $310 million cost of extending the tide to the resort city. But before that can happen, state officials want Virginia Beach to agree the money will only be spent on extending the tide. The state is not in favor of Virginia Beach using magnetic levitation system, or maglev as it's called.
The technology being looked at the beach, maglev, is not operational in the United States, and it's not approved safety-wise by the federal authorities. So the state would not be able to invest in that type of technology.
Lane says Mayor Will Sessoms has agreed to the general terms of the grant. Now, we're told the grant money would come from the Department of Rail and Public Transportation. The Commonwealth Transportation Board will have the final say on this grant. In Norfolk, Lauren Compton, 10 on your side.